Hi everyone.
Hey guys.
It's been a little while since we've done a video, so got a lot to share, but we'll try to make it short. So where we left off was we had gone to Bradenton and we decided we were going to stay there for a month. And so we were there for about a week. We had some friends fly in. Pam and Michael flew in to spend some days with us, the weekend I think it was.
Yep.
And I got a call that my dad had passed away, so I went back home and spent 2 weeks there with my mom and helped with some of that. And John came in, and then he flew back to Bradenton, and while he was in Bradenton he was able to get some maintenance done on the engines, much needed maintenance done on the engines, and then autopilot installed. So we have a new one.
When I landed that night, I got back, I don't know, maybe 11 o'clock at night at the boat, and the refrigerator and freezer had stopped working. So
Yeah.
that was real fun, cleaning that up and throwing all that meat away and whatever. However, got to bed about 1 o'clock that night and ordered a new fridge the next day. So, and we also have a new refrigerator freezer to go along with the autopilot, and all the PM work that Robert, my son-in-law, helped me do, got all the oil changed and all the fuel filters and all that kind of stuff done.
So we enjoyed our time there. We got to see a lot of dolphin. People are going out on these cruises to see dolphin, and we're like, we see them all the time now. So not paying for a cruise, but we see dolphin, or we got to see a lot of dolphin. We got to see family, so we saw Blair and Robert and Margot and Henry. So kids and grandkids, we got to spend some time with them. Maybe not as much as we'd like, but we did get to see get to spend some time with them, and we met Margot's boyfriend, so that was kind of nice too. We also met some new people, Julie and Richard. They are from Michigan, and they were at Bradenton for a little while, and they're going home, and we're all hoping to meet back up in November. We're making our way back to Texas right now because we have some other obligations, but we're hoping to come back in November, meet up with them, and all of us cross over to the Bahamas and spend several months in the Bahamas. So maybe November through March or April, whenever we can get back across. So,
Okay.
anything there?
No.
All right.
That kind of ended our time in Bradenton. So we started our trip back on Sunday. We went from Bradenton to Tarpon Springs. That was about 57 miles. Not a big jump. Nice to get our feet wet for the first time back.
In a month, yes.
In a month.
Yeah. I said, do you remember how to drive the boat? He said, I don't know. I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh, jeez. So anyway, yeah, it was perfect. The weather was wonderful. We got to Tarpon Springs.
Yep, we stayed in a nice marina there, Port Tarpon Marina, I think it was called. And spent the night there. And then we actually spent an extra day just kind of waiting on weather. But we went for a walk and explored the town after taking our little dinghy to a restaurant down there.
Our tender.
Yeah,
We took our tender, which is our little boat, also called a dinghy.
What's it called? Jelly Bellies? What was the name of that restaurant?
Rusted Belly. We went to a restaurant, so we took the tender and we parked the tender at this restaurant called Rusted Belly. It was really good. It was worth it. They were super busy, but if you go to Tarpon Springs, make sure you go eat at Rusted Belly.
Okay.
We explored some more, and then we went back to the boat and got a good night's sleep. And then the next day we walked into. We didn't get to explore all of Tarpon Springs because it's it's a little bit bigger than what we could walk, but we did walk to the historic downtown area. Super cool. It is has a lot of Greek influence. There are a lot of Greek restaurants, and then you want to talk about this.
Oh, and it's like it was settled by these Greek people, and it was all about sponges, and they're harvesting sponges from sea sponges from all the Gulf of Mexico, all around there. And that was back in almost the early 1900s, late 1890s, and even up until today, they still go out and harvest sponges, and then they sell them all around the town. It's pretty cool to see that and to learn about the sponge industry that we didn't know about before. So it was cool to see a little Greek town in that part of Florida, only about maybe 30 minutes north of St. Petersburg in the area.
Yeah.
It's worth a stop, for sure.
It is, definitely. We did the tourist thing, so we ate at this Greek restaurant and went to the bakery, and we got some baklava, and John got some kind of chocolate thing. It was crazy chocolate, but so anyway, that was good. We walked back to the boat, and then
We got up and left today. We were waiting on the weather, so about noon is when the weather got better today. So
Oh yeah, when did you cut my hair?
Oh, that was last night.
I got a haircut. Don't cut my hair.
I trimmed the back of it for her. You know, the things you do when you're stranded on the dock, right?
Yeah, I have pictures of it. It was kind of scary, but anyway, we did a good job.
We took care of that last night, and then today we got up and we ran about 67 miles, give or take.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, we had nice flat seas.
Calm.
It was pretty, and got to see a lot of flying fish today, more dolphins, and had beautiful sunny weather, and came to Crystal River, which is a nice little quaint town with manatees swimming around. Got to see some of those when we docked here. Two.
We saw 2 manatees, so that was really cool. So we've seen dolphin and manatee.
Yeah, but when we got ready to dock here, the thrusters stopped working.
Both.
It's always something, right? Both the stern and the bow. So we docked and got fuel, and then we decided the place they wanted to put us for the night was really narrow, and they were like, just stay where you are. So we're kind of on the fuel dock for the night, which is fine, except as I was getting the power cable out, and it's really heavy cable. It's like 50 feet long, and it's about 2 inches around. And I was
Which is a really simple task. Like, we do this every time
we stop.
Every time.
But I was handing it to this little dock girl helping me on the
Which
dock.
I don't know why, because the thing is super heavy.
It's really
and she's
heavy.
about as
I don't
big
think
as
she
a
realized
minute.
how heavy it was, and when she started to grab it, it fell into the water, like
it went swimming
8-10 feet deep. So
this is our power cord.
And so I was like, well, that's not going to work, because it's like a $750 cable.
Wait, you're not telling this story.
Anyway.
So I'm up here trying to turn off all the little gadgets that he has, and I heard a splash, and I turned to look, and it was John.
Well,
went in.
When we dropped that cable, I'm like, I'm not letting that float away. So I didn't have my phone on me. I checked. I was like, okay. So I jumped in to get it, and I grabbed the cable, and I'm like having to pull it. It weighs like, I don't know, 75 pounds or something. So I'm trying to get it back up on the dock, and they get it out of the water or whatever. And then it took me a little while to get out of the water. And then finally I get out of the water, and I think it's just laughing at me. And I was trying to save the cable from going away. Although, about 10 minutes later, she was like, well, let's dry everything off or whatever. My glasses, my sunglasses, gone. I jumped in my prescription sunglasses, my Oakleys, down the river somewhere. So it was a casualty for that. Anyway, and our thrusters don't work. So the plan is tomorrow.
Yeah, and we're buying a new cable now because
we're not buying a new cable. We'll just dry off and it'll be fine.
Because he dried it off, you rinsed it with fresh water because it has salt water on it.
Yep.
Let it dry, which I did not like this idea. Anyway, plugged it in. We switched over to shore power. It ran for a second, and then poof, everything went out. So
yeah, so
he thinks it's their little power thing, but I think it's
their power supply here. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway, hopefully we're not having to replace that, since I already had to sacrifice the glasses to get it. Anyway, so we'll run on a generator.
I got some pictures. It was kind of funny.
We'll run on a generator tonight.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Then we took the tender/dinghy, went down the river here, trying to find some manatee. We did not see any more manatee, so 2 might be our gift today.
Our quota for the day.
Yeah. And then I aired up paddleboard and went out and paddleboard, but I think there are no seaweeds, right? No seaweeds?
Yeah, there's really
everywhere.
Bad here. So.
Terrible. They were biting, and so I didn't get to stay on for very long. So.
Yeah. So anyway, we are in for the night. Now we'll see what the mechanics say tomorrow morning. We'll either run up to Steinhatchee if they can't mess with it here and try to get it fixed there, and we'll let you guys know what we do there. It looks like the weather on Friday starts to turn bad, so wherever we are Thursday is where we're going to be for a few days. So
so like Tuesday of next week, it doesn't look good at all. But look at the beautiful sunset behind us, and we have a full moon facing us. That's awesome.
Anyway, nice to talk to you guys again. We'll let you know how it goes tomorrow.